Hello again, everyone. This is K-Man 1971 back with another edition of my comic book collection spotlight series. This week, I'm going to be focusing in on the DC Rebirth B covers, or the Killer B covers. Sometimes one of the sites I go to is Comics Heating Up, I believe, and they refer to these B covers as DC Killer B covers. And I tend to agree. What has it been? Over like 2 years ago that DC started their DC Rebirth, which was kind of a soft get back to basics initiative after the New 52 started to fizzle out. And from my personal opinion, I think it's been a pretty good success, and the sale seems to justify it. So one of the things that they have been doing, which I think is great, is they've been coming out with these B variant covers, 50-50 split, even though that's kind of a little deceptive because some stores tend to order more of the A covers or some stores don't tend to order any of the B covers. But either way, it's not a variant incentive, so you don't have to pay more money for these covers. But a lot of these covers feature A-list artists that would typically be doing variant covers. So I think it's a great initiative. It showcases the talents of artists that a nice mix of the A-list artists of today, of yesterday, and upcoming stars that actually have made their names, I guess, or cut their teeth, I guess, on these DC Rebirth covers. Or at least it was my introduction to their art anyway. So, yeah, I think that's awesome. Best of today, best of yesterday, and tomorrow, I guess. So without any further ado, let's kick it off. Harley Quinn number 35, this just came out this week. I thought it was an appropriate book to kick off the video with, done by the incredible Frank Cho, who has been doing outstanding work on the Harley Quinn B covers for the most part. I don't pick them all up, but as was the case with this week, had to pick this up. I won't be focusing in on too much of the Frank Cho Harley Quinn covers in this vid because I showed off quite a few of them in my Harley Quinn comic book collection spotlight video. So if you want to check those out, you can go back and check out that video. But here's number 35. Number 30, the Halloween special issue, cover rather, and this one's definitely one of my top 3 favorite Frank Cho covers. So I won't get into the other Frank Cho Harley Quinn covers, but before Harley Quinn, Frank Cho was also doing the B covers for a little title called Wonder Woman. So here's Wonder Woman number 1, and for some reason, if memory serves correctly, Greg Rucka was the one that had issue with his artwork. I think he said it was too cheesecakey or something along those lines. I might be paraphrasing. But in my opinion, I don't really think so. If anything, he drew her like thicker, like I believe an Amazon would tend to look like. But either way, number 3 is one of my favorites. Number 4, which I want to say he's used this design again, kind of, in a later Harley Quinn cover with the Joker. Number 5. And the last Frank Cho cover. Number 6. So, Frank Cho definitely has, I think, gained a lot more recognition during the DC Rebirth B covers. Another artist that I hadn't seen in a while, Steve Platt. So, and doing Deathstroke, no less. So, here's Deathstroke Rebirth, number 1. Number 3, featuring Ravager. And number 4. Can't go wrong with Deathstroke versus Batman. Here's a book that had a little heat to it right out of the gate. I still think it's probably, between an $8 and $10 to $11 book. Nightwing number 16, the Ivan Rice homage to the Frank Quitely cover to Batman and Robin. Really cool. Most of these books you can still get at either cover price or maybe a little bit over, a little bit under, and a couple of them are actually already a little bit collectible. I think this is one of those. I'll try to point out the ones that are and aren't. And a lot of these books too, I do have a lot of, well, many more Rebirth covers, but some of them are just buried in my collection. So these were the easy ones to for me to dig out. So you won't be seeing any of the, like, say, Green Arrow Neil Adams covers or any of the JLA or Superman B covers, because I don't know. Maybe I'll just or the Aquaman Joshua Middleton covers. Maybe if I ever do a sequel to this video, I'll dig those out. So Nightwing number 16. Suicide Squad number 1 by Lee Bermejo. And I still say this is one of the sexiest Harley Quinn covers ever, and that's saying a lot. Suicide Squad number 16. And this was another book that was kind of hot right out of the gate. I still say I think this is probably, once again, in that $8 to $11 range. Maybe more, maybe less. But really cool cover. Once again, a very cool homage. Suicide Squad number 20 by Will Spatracio. I haven't seen him in a while either. Superman number 26. This one I hadn't filed away yet. So, and I always thought this was a pretty cool cover. I know this is an homage to a Golden Age Superman issue. So, cool. Titans Rebirth number 1. This was one of the first Rebirth issues that was like kind of hot and hard to locate in my area when Rebirth initially came out. But I think this is a pretty cool Titans pose cover, team pose cover. Another old school artist that has seen kind of a renaissance under the DC Rebirth B covers has been Bill Sienkiewicz, who I used to call Bill Sienkiewicz all the time, but then I watched a Walking Jedi video and it seemed to make sense to call him Bill Sienkiewicz. So thanks, Walking Jedi. Anyway, this is one of my favorite Bill Sienkiewicz covers, covering the Trinity. Even though I don't know who Wonder Woman reminds me of in that, the face of, I don't know. Reminds me of someone. But anyway, very cool. Wonder Woman Rebirth number 1 by Art Germ, who is, as we all know, now currently the B artist for the Supergirl title. And I've been showing off all the DC Rebirth Supergirl B covers in my comic book haul, so I won't get into showing them off again. But this is the one that kicked it off, and this is the one that probably, what is it, like a $10 to $12 book, or $8 to $12 book. Very cool, but Supergirl, that best looking Supergirl cover I've seen since this one. Supergirl Rebirth number 1, done by the incredible Adam Hughes. And what can you say about this cover? I mean, I can't believe that this cover isn't more demand for this cover. Beautiful. Another Adam Hughes cover that was just out recently. Harley and Ivy meet Betty and Veronica. And I don't know, once again, kind of like the Bill Sienkiewicz cover, Ivy kind of reminds me of someone, almost kind of like that, whoever that actress was from that old movie Weird Science. For some reason, I always think that when I look at this cover. Alright, so Frank Cho was, he was replaced on Wonder Woman by then an unknown artist, at least for me anyway, named Jenny Frison. And right from the very first issue, I was like, whoa, now this is a different art style. This is incredible. I'm like, who is this? Who is this person? So I could list every Jenny Frison cover from her Wonder Woman run, but I think I tried to limit it down to my my top 5 or 6. So here's number 7, her very first Wonder Woman cover, and I can't think of another artist that has benefited more from the exposure from the DCB covers than Jenny Frison, because I certainly had no idea about her artwork before this, but I think everyone knows who Jenny Frison is now, and rightfully so. So here's number 7. Number 11. It's a corny line for a guy to be like, oh, well, it's all, you know, I was lost in her eyes. But, yeah, I mean, how could you not be? That's beautiful. Whew. Number 14, totally badass. Number 15, once again, the eyes. The eyes, Gino, the eyes. Number 23, which might be my favorite. I'm not sure. It's tough to tell with these Jenny Frison covers. And Wonder Woman number 25, which is, once again, the eyes. And the rope and the hair and everything. Just, she's incredible. Can't say enough good things about Jenny Frison. Joshua Middleton, another artist that was another A-list artist that was kind of lost in the shuffle, but once again, kind of on people's radar, thanks mainly due in part to these DCB variants. So here's Batgirl number 13. Another example of a new artist that I had no idea, and I forgot this artist's name, but whoever he or she is, I like this kind of like anime style, so really cool. Batgirl and Birds of Prey number 14. Can't remember the artist's name. It'll come to me as soon as this video's over. And of course, it wouldn't be a KMN video without some Batman action. So let's start off with All-Star Batman number 1, which anytime that you put Jock and Batman together, good things are going to happen. So here are a couple of the Jock covers, B covers from All-Star Batman. It took me a little while to actually let my LCS know to just give me specifically the B covers, so I didn't get all of the Jock B covers, unfortunately. But here's number 1. Number 2. Number 6. And number 9. Awesome. And it's not like the regular Batman B covers are any worse for wear either. So here's the B cover for Batman number 24, the engagement issue, or the proposal issue rather, between Batman and Catwoman, done by one of my top 10 favorite Batman artists, Tim Sale, who unfortunately, I don't know, like it was a lot of hit and miss during his run as the Batman B cover artist, but I thought this one was one of his better ones. And of course, the Joshua Middleton Poison Ivy cover for Batman number 26, incredible. Batman number 28 by the great Neil Adams. And just recently, as of this week, Batman number 39, another Copiel cover, and Copiel has just been killing it. I guess he's the regular Batman B cover artist, and I'd love to see more of his work. I want to see some interiors. So, yeah, good stuff. Once again, I'm not sure who did this cover, but Detective Comics number 953, crazy Batwoman cover, excuse me. And I guess these last two I like technically the hottest out of the DCB covers that have come out so far. Batman White Knight number 3 B cover, first appearance of the Neo Joker, and just sports this kick-ass Harley cover. And lastly, my spec pick of 2017, Teen Titans number 12, the Stefan Sajic B cover, and of course the first appearance of the Batman Who Laughs, who they really have to work on the name for that character. But very hot book right now. I guess it goes between between $25 and $35. So really cool. As far as the artist himself, that's another artist that, once again, I had no idea who this guy was. I guess he's doing artwork on Aquaman, and this guy he has a very unique art style. He pencils, inks, and colors his own work. So wow, and like I said, very unique art style. So yeah, that's it. That's all I have for my love of the DC Killer Bee covers. So hope you all liked it, and yeah. I'm a little jammed up, trying to pass some time before the big AFC Conference Championship game. Go Patriots! And I will be back either next week or the week after with a brand new comic book haul. So thank you all for watching, liking, and subscribing. And yes, enjoy your weekend. Have a great one out there. Take care. Bye.